course I do. .336, that's the gang, baby.
For the sun, Shawty got my heart, I ain't tripping for the fun. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun.
What is up, guys? 336 Mud Mafia. We are back with the 2024 build. We're about to get it underway, guys. We gotta get this thing into the shop, and it's time we create this 2024 brand new. It's been so hard not to ride this thing because it's so beautiful. Look at the silver and red. Look at it. I mean, she is just beautiful bike. The Mafia's new bike is about to go under surgery, along with a couple other Renegades, but this one we got to get done because we got some big stuff to do to this one. Guys, we have some big stuff. Now, you guys know, we take these Renegades and we completely make them the Mafias. We put our touch on them. I'm talking about from all the freaking sick companies that back us, whether it be Plateau Fab, Lucky 7, OnKill Powersports, Super ATV, Performance East, you name it. Some of these guys are the best in the business, like Turner Cycles, PATV, Moorhead. Any of these guys that put their products on our machines, trust me, we put them to the test and we make them look the absolute best. Now, let's go over what we're about to do to this 2024. So yeah, guys, what we're gonna be doing this for is pretty much the whole Mafia works, besides maybe looking like that one, you know what I mean? We're probably not gonna go that quite that big, but we're also gonna do some pretty sick stuff. To start out with, of course, we're only gonna run the best tires in the game. Super ATV 32-inch Assassinators, the best tires on the market when you're playing in the mud and swamps like what we do. When Can-Am finally came out with this color, I couldn't say no to it. I mean, you can't. Like they used to say like, oh, Can-Am red. It was like an orange, like a magma red. This, my friend, is actual red. That's like one of my top favorite colors, red. And plus that like metallic silver, which is just, oh, she's so beautiful. Probably my second favorite most color of the Renegades. My first would be, I don't know, they had a couple different ones that I like, but my first would probably be gold for sure. Next up, with our friends over at Lucky 7 down in Florida, we're gonna go ahead and do some floorboards, a rear rack. Of course, we're gonna go with our buddy Dan up there in New York with Plateau Fab. Without relocate, because that's probably the best relocate. It is, not probably, it is the best relocate in the industry. Bigboyz Customs, that belt box is on 24K. It is actually immaculate. It's not leaked a single drop, so of course we're gonna run us a custom built box on the side of this bike. And of course we're gonna get with OnKill Powersports and get something to help turn those 32s just a little bit faster, a little bit better. Now, I may not go full STMs like we did on Aquagate. Why not give some other brands a little bit of a shot and see how it compares to Aquagate? Of course, we're trying to find some exhaust options for this bike, but in the meantime, we've got some powder coming in because we're gonna go do the whole works on this bike. Arms, swing arms, you name it, shocks, everything's getting powder coated besides what's already red. Like, we'll be leaving this on there. We'll be leaving probably the beadlocks unless I change red and then black beadlocks. I don't know, or silver beadlocks. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out for color coordination. But just so you know, this bike will be silver and red for the most part. Now, I need you guys now, before we start tearing this thing down, to drop down in the comments and let me know a good name for this bike. We need to know something that's gonna be catchy and sounds really freaking cool. Without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's get the teardown started. Let's go ahead and stop that montage right there, guys, because, you know, building one Renegade is pretty freaking sick, okay? You know, when you build Renegades, it's amazing feeling. And when you build any four, really, but I mean, you just gotta think a Can-Am Renegade. But let's spice things up a little bit, and let's not just build one, not two, but let's build three at one time. Fellas, go ahead and bring them in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna build them all, boys. Let's build them, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, sir. There's one more. There's two more. There's Renegades everywhere. There's Renegades everywhere. We don't even have Aquagate over here. We don't have, you know, maybe the new one for J Money yet, but Bumblebee's still over there. But guys, so you used to own the Big Duke. Now Big Cam does, Tucker, and now J Money. You know, we got we got something in the works for them for you.
Just a builder, really.
You're just a builder, really. We just got 3 Renegades right here. We got to tear all the way down. We're gonna have the M&Ms or the Skittles of Renegades. Like, it's gonna be every color you can think of. Luckily for these bikes, though, they already have Assassinators on. Now, fun fact about these Assassinators, it's actually Goldgate's old tires.
Sir, keeping her alive.
So we're keeping Goldgate a little bit alive with these Assassinators on this bike. So I think the last thing to do is, guys, is kind of let's talk about what we're going to do to each four-wheeler, and then we'll show the parts what we got already, and I guess we got to tear these things down. So just to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what we've got coming for some of these Renegades. Now, guys, this one is, in fact, for the 2024 red and silver bike. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. It's already came powder coated from Lucky 7. And this color combo that we picked, I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely freaking sick. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at that. I'm just going to show you a little part of it, boys. God, I'm talking about the silver, the red. That's the best combo color that Can-Am has come out with besides the 2019 gold ones, in my opinion. The red and silver is absolutely beautiful. Now, that's not it. Now, to make things even more spicier, I'm telling you guys, Lucky 7 is the way to go when you're wanting to do any of your Can-Am builds. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Just look at the color we chose to complete this bike. It's like almost like it's a raw color, but, well, come on.
I mean,
the silver, bro, with a red tag to go on the inside of it, it's gonna be an Aquagate times like 5. Now, let me go ahead and show y'all this. Don't think it's just the relocate, it's the floorboard, just the rear rack, because how we do things around here, we do everything. We got us several pounds of the silver to match that Can-Am. We have several pounds of the red to match that Can-Am. We're going all out. Let's show them one more thing, J Money and Tucker, and then we're gonna get down to business. We're gonna do one more teaser for you guys, and this is one of the best parts of a Renegade. Now, here's another big part we do. You wanna talk about something absolutely incredibly beautiful. Yeah, we are talking about Plateau Fab's front relocate. Now, this is not powder coated yet because we're gonna do some crazy colors with it, but not only will the red and silver bike have this Plateau Fab relocate, but also the Big Duke and the new one for Tucker. They're all gonna have Plateau Fab, just like Aquagate, just like 24 karat. It's gonna be the elite squad of Renegades. I mean, they're gonna be matching. Like I said, the M&Ms or the Skittles, whatever you wanna call it, of Renegades, because why not? Look at that. You see what I'm saying? They don't get much better than Plateau Fab and Lucky 7. That's not to include, though, we've got Bigboyz Customs on this build. We've got OnKill Powersports on these builds. Super ATV, getting it tuned and flash, Mr. RPM. We've got a lot of companies pitching in for this thing. Well, not really this thing. I guess you'd say now we've done turned the video from 1 Renegade to 3. So we've got a lot of companies pitching in for 3 Renegades. About to hit the channel, we can start riding. These are all Mud Mafia personal units. We're opening up the end of 2024, the beginning of 2025 with 3 fresh builds. Now, without further ado, last thing there's to do, guys, is let's go back into a montage, tear these things down, and get them ready to get painted and built. See you guys after the montage. let me sit you guys down right there, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of talking. Now, I have never left you guys with a cliffhanger, but this time we're gonna have to do it because there's 3 bikes. And instead of breaking it down 1 video per bike, I'm going to break it down with just 2 videos. I know that's kind of like, Joe, you gotta be kidding me, because I know most time we do a build, we do it all the way through, like what you're sitting on, 24 karat, Aquagade. We break it all the way down. We break it, the video when we buy the bike, and then when we're tearing it down and rebuilding the bike all at one time. So with it being 3 bikes, not doing 3 separate videos for each bike, we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger. You see the progress we're at, you see the parts we've got. Now it's time we're gonna put them back together with all the painted and powder coated pieces. Don't be mad at us, I promise. It's gonna be well worth it once you see how freaking sick these bikes turn out. Now I also wanna take this time to do some special thanks to our sponsors for these builds. Like, when we get a new four-wheeler, the first thing I do, guys, is go over it, see what we want to do with it. We do some planning, some color, you know, what changes, maybe this, that, and the third. Whatever we want to do on these bikes, I think it all over. Me and J Money get together and all the rest of the guys, and we try to see what would look best. Then I reach out to my sponsors. My sponsors are huge. They mean a lot to me. I want to go ahead and thank them right now. That always helps out on these Renegade builds, such as OnKill Powersports, Performance E, Super ATV, Lucky 7 Motorsports, Plateau Fab up in New York. Dan, we love you, man. Them guys mean a lot to us. Bigboyz Customs with the belt boxes and the little side pieces on the back fenders. They look great, and we can't thank our sponsors enough for what all they do. Like I said, Lucky 7 with the floorboards, the rear racks, Plateau Fab with the front relocate, OnKill Powersports with the clutches. They come in so much handy. That's not all that OnKill Powersports offers. He offers a little bit of everything, guys. Make sure you check all these companies out and get something for your bikes. And of course, Super ATV with the Assassinator tires, because that's about all we run on our Renegades. Those Assassinators. They're the best looking, best performing mud tires that we have found this far. Now, yes, we run BKTs on 24 karat. If Super ATV, if you're watching this, if you made a 50-inch Assassinator, I will run them on 24 karat. I don't care. I'll be your test dummy with them. I would love to run that big of an Assassinator. And like I said, another big shout out to Performance East. If we need small parts, OEM parts, this little small stuff that we might need, I'll just call TJ up, Fleetwood, any of my guys over at Performance East, and they always have the stuff we need. They're hooking us up. They drop ship it. Everybody from Josh to Vaden, all of you, it means a tremendous amount, you guys backing us like the way you do to be able to do this kind of stuff. Now with 24 karat, we got a lot more, you know what I'm saying, like PATV. We got a lot of bigger sponsors on this bike. Mr. RPM, OnKill Powersports, Plateau Fab, Lucky 7, the list goes on and on and on. The MSAs from Wheel Pro, that's another big one. Auto effects for these big giant 52-inch tires. We can't thank all our people enough, and that's not even including our regular sponsors like Gator Waders, Dry Pocket Apparel, Yankum Ropes. Dude, it's unbelievable, really. It's very humbling that we got these kind of companies that back us. It means a tremendous amount to me and my crew. So with all that being said, guys, just know we love you guys a ton. I'm sorry I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger with these 3 naked, stripped down bikes, but it's going to be well worth it when all the parts get in and you guys get to see what we come up with, because you know here at the Mafia, we do things the Mafia way. It's like the only cleanest Renegades out there, the best color coordinated Renegades out there with the best parts backing it. So you guys will be blown away with it. I appreciate you guys a ton. Guys, go check out our website, www.336mudmafia.com. We got all our hats, shirts, and stickers still out there on the website. You guys need to get your stuff while it lasts. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe. Comment, let us know what you think. What kind of name are we looking for, the 2024 over there? What about the Big Duke here? And what about Tucker's new four-wheeler? Guys, I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.